Do you have any do you need any clarification on that? Any further clarification? Management means start, stop, okay, enable,
Yeah.
disable, that is all.
Yeah.
Okay. Then targets. What is a target? It means, okay, system when it starts up after the operating system is booted, it will enter into emergency target, rescue dot target. It will then enter into graphical. Finally, you will get the graphical if the graphical interface is there. Okay. Now, what is meaning of the target? What happens when the target is in that when a system is in a particular isolatable state? When the system is in an isolatable state, it will bring up those services. Got it right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So then then there is managing system D targets. Following targets are isolatable. Okay, what are they? Emergency target, rescue target, multi-user, graphical dot target. Okay. Now, allow isolate means you can only isolate if a particular thing is this one. Okay. Now, if we there is also another command, but once we know, if I want to know all the services that are in multi-user dot target, I can do it three different ways. Simplest way is I know that I am here. Okay, so I'll go to multi-user dot target dot once and do a ls. I'll get all the services. But it also has a command. That's it. A file will also have a command. That's it. That's the main thing. Okay. Uh, systemctl. Okay, this is actually but cat it's showing too much information. Okay, required by conflicts, load state, active state, this one. But for us, all that we need is where is the command that is enabling it. Okay, systemctl allow isolate equal to yes. Okay, systemctl basically, and other things we need not by heart, but we know that okay, all these properties looks to be the properties of the system. Okay, that there are system daemon targets, and then this is where you have put the time, can start, can stop, can reload, can isolate. Okay, so that is the that is this thing. But if you want all the targets, I think it is called as minus minus. I go to directories and uh, list dependencies. Okay, see here it is showing this is a better view because you will be able to get the default dot target and you can see all the services that are in there. And then there is multi-user dot target where you will be able to get all the services that are in here. Yeah. Okay. And then there is NFS client dot target, remote FS dot target. Now the other targets, basic dot target, remote user dot target, they are multi-user dot target is an isolatable target. Other targets are logical targets. What are the like basic dot target is there? Okay, basic dot target is there. Then there is sysinit dot target. They are also isolatable. I don't know if it's they are isolated. Like for example, NFS client dot target. Definitely, it is not an isolatable target. That means I cannot do. I cannot go into systemctl isolate NFS client. I cannot. Okay, why? Because it simply says unit may not be isolated. You cannot isolate that target. So why are they grouping them into targets? One, logically, NFS client may have many services. So just for grouping purposes, we put everything in the target. Okay, for the other ones, you just put the this thing there. Okay, all right, yeah. Next. is yeah, right, yeah. Anyway, so set default, get default, booting into a specific target. Again, by using the grub bootloader, if you specify this, right, even I forgot, you can boot into a specific target directly. Means systemctl dot unit equal to graphical dot target, systemctl dot unit equal to multi-user dot target, then you can boot it directly into that target. Okay. File system mounts, let us hold off for today. We will not do it. Okay. Instead, what we will do is systemctl list unit, list dependencies between the services and targets. Okay, between services and target. Between target. Okay, minus minus failed will show all the. I have made a few of the most frequently, if I want to do with, starting it, most of the time we will be using start, stop, enable, disable, mask, unmask. And if you want to check anything that is there, this is failed units. Okay. Now, configuration files, you can modify it here. Okay. This is where don't modify it here. Don't modify it here for system this one. Okay. So don't modify it here. Don't modify it here. Now, some of the services, like the third party services like Apache, if I do status minus L option, long lines, means give me all, if I don't do L and do HTTPD, okay, it is status minus L. Okay, it is, this one is there. So let us restart it. Okay, and then we will have system slice slash httpd dot service and user lib, it is there, right? Okay, so then we will simply say system ctl cat httpd dot service. Okay, I don't use this command, but you know, if you want to override some of the properties, I just directly like go to the etc and then see override.conf is there, right? Okay, you can do it this way too, but I directly go to etc system.d system and http dot system, and I go to the multi-user and or where is the ls. Okay, vi http. I just do a find here first and minus type f minus name star http and dot minus नहीं httpd नहीं आ रहा है क्या पे है instead of here if I go to user lib systemd, okay, I take the file from here. Okay, I take the file from here, copy it here, and then modify it. Now, what are the things that can be modified? The things that are directly visible in the file, you can modify it. Okay, that are, see, some properties they are mentioning. Okay, this thing wanted by this thing. Okay, but some of them are not visible. Some properties are not visible. To get why are they are not visible? The default values are being supplied by system daemon. So if I do systemctl httpd dot service, see these are all the properties that are there. What are there? So many things, nobody can remember it. Okay, but these properties, nobody, it's humanly impossible to find out all the properties what it means. But we know that, okay, this is managed by systemd. Most important thing is where is the file located, what is the executable file, how to stop it. Okay, that those are the only two things. Nice values, nice value, we know it because we know that a nice value of a system, nice value means, does anybody remember what is renice means? What does nice means? I told you this, right? Nice means what, Venkat?
We allocating the more
Allocating the CPU and memory
memory.
priority. Which one should be given more priority?
Right.
Nice is that. Okay. Now, if you want to change the nice value, okay, I have this. Now, CPU scheduling policy, non-blocking, all this we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know about that. Okay. So that non-blocking and everything, we should be able to get it into this one. Okay. And then it says can start, can stop, all these things that will be there. User lib, this is there. And then transient no, all these things are, we will have it to see it. Okay. Then we will be restart. This will do this in assignment right now. Okay. The only thing I will say is restart u second. Somehow don't ask me why, but it is not giving the restart u. U is not the thing. If you want to change the property from 100 milliseconds to maybe 60 seconds, it should be restart second. Okay, I don't know why that is there. Now I copy this to this one, but you can also do systemctl edit httpd dot service. Okay, first let me export the editor as, don't go to nano because we don't know how to use nano. Okay, okay, so basically if you want to edit this one here, then you just put the service here httpd. You can also do it like this if you want. Okay, but this is too confusing to me. Don't modify it in user lib system though, because whenever the system is upgraded, it will be overwritten. But if you go into the etc systemd, etc systemd, ls etc systemd, and then we go to system, right? Then we can go to the target directory and then we can modify the file here. All right, you understand, right? Okay, so that is the thing. and main is boot problem. When boot is happening, we'll cover that emergency targets. We want to jump into one of the targets than multi-target, then use systemctl dot unit. I made, see, finally I make a summary of everything. Okay, list unit files, list units, list dependencies, start, stop, enable, disable, mask, unmask, cat or show. Cat will give you the, I think cat will actually display the unit file. Instead of you going to the directory, you can directly do systemctl cat httpd dot service. Okay, you can directly do it from here. Instead of going to the cd directory and then doing it, you can directly do it from here. Okay, next configuration files is there. grub2-run parameter is this. Now, only thing is, that is all there is about the system daemon and this one. There is supposed to be a lab. Okay, there is supposed to be a lab, group procedure and this. But the main thing is we haven't done mounts, managing mounts using system daemon, managing the boot procedure. I think I was trying to learn it from two different sources, but yeah. This one we will do this lab. Okay. Enter the emergency target. Yes, I have shown you, right, how. Yeah, I have, yeah. So let me do this one. Restart at the grub moment, interrupt and enter the emergency. From the emergency target, switch to the graphical target. From there, switch back to the multi-user dot target. And okay, interrupt your system and enter the this one. How we will do it? Because systemctl on the grub bootloader, if you put systemctl.xxx unit equal to whatever target that you want, it will take you there. From there, you again want to come back, systemctl isolate. Okay, so that is the target isolation that is there. Yeah. Okay. Start, stop, enable, disable, graphical, grub2-make config. This one is there. Next is, I'll tell you. I'll Sander RHCSCA. Okay. Just here with virtual machine. Okay. Third edition. Wait, October 2020. Lab, we'll put lab here. Huh. Okay, apart from the this one, what you need to do is just a minute. This is the first lab, okay? And then switch back to this one. Two. Next, make sure that the HTTPD service is automatically started. Then the edit its configuration file that on failure it will continue after 1 minute. Okay. Uh, so these are the labs that I would like you to start doing it now. Okay. You understand this? At the grub group prompt, interrupt your system and enter the emergency target mode. Okay. I have given you the hint. This is what you need to do. Okay. Systemctl dot yeah, systemctl. Yeah, so you should say triplex dot unit apparently. Simpler dot triplex dot unit. Log level is this one. Okay. Just do a Google search. Yeah. So that is what we want to do now. Okay, systemctl triple X restart after the interrupt your system, enter from the emergency switch to the graphical, from there switch back to the multi-user dot target. Make sure that the HTTPD is automatically started and edits its configuration. That means it will start after 1 minute. So essentially, I have already given you the hint what this one is there. So it is system CTL show HTTPD dot service. Okay, and this parameter needs to be modified. Restart use second to 60 seconds. That's it. Okay. All right, clear, Venkat and Abhijit.
Yeah.
Requirements are clear, na?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. This is basically interrupt your system, enter from there, switch to graphical, switch me to this one. Okay. Then yeah, so that is the one thing. And then what we want is just a minute where I'm just checking if I watched two videos and I want to like because these targets are not yeah, in my view in this chapter at least this bad. Yeah, I think that's all he has given. Okay. Back to the mounts we haven't learnt. Okay, enter this one. Another thing is change the grub configuration so that you can see all the messages. Okay? And make it persistent. Make them persistent. And make them persistent. Okay, clear, right, Venkat? Yeah, Abhijit? Hello? Yeah, start the labs then. Hello? Start the labs. I'll come back after 15 minutes. Okay? This should be
Okay, I
quick
will
one.
try.
Okay? Hello?
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
have a
very quick
laptop.
one. You should be able to do it. Yeah.
I don't have laptop now. After this.
Acha. Venkat, you start then.
Okay, I will try. Yeah.
Think that's not working. Let me. Let me do the other assignment first. Venkat, hello? Hello, Venkat? Venkat, are you there? You are on mute. Hello? Hello, Venkat?
Hi, Arvinda.
I think I gave that information wrong regarding system CTL. It is system D dot unit. Okay.
Okay.
HTTPD, you have done it, I think, by now, right?
No, I haven't done. I have done the emergency target dot
How
emergency
did you
thing.
get the system D, right? It is not system CTL, it is system D.
I I did put system CTL dot target.
Okay.
I don't know. I have to watch video. I lost
System
completely
CTL
on
dot
this one basically.
target. Or we can do same thing.
This
System
topic is very confusing.
CTL. Okay. That sounds more reasonable. Okay. System D dot unit also it seems. Rescue dot target. Okay. Or anything basically, right? So what we need here is if we get here, so what you did is basically system CTL dot unit, right?
Yeah. For that, is there system?
I did like system CTL dot target is simply equal to emergency dot target. Yeah. It's not working on my, I don't know whether it is because of the KVM.
Don't know.
It is because of the KVM or this one. Okay.
Unit.
It's working from the graphical mode, but somehow it's not recognizing this from the command line. I think it's because, yeah, now I think it's doing it. Yeah, now it is. Now it has jumped to this one. You put systemctl dot target, or did you put systemd dot unit?
Target actually.
Okay, it's not
Systemctl dot
working.
target.
I have to check it anyway. So we know it. So systemctl isolate. This all is standard stuff. Graphical dot target. Yeah. So this is how we do it. All right. Now what I'll do is that HTTPD file, right? I'll show you how we can do it with the now this is there. From here we want to jump to any other thing that is simple. If you want to jump to multi-user target, if you want to jump to multi-user target, then it is you have finished the HTTPD also now?
No, I haven't done. I just stuck there only. I just.
HTTPD, I will show you. Basically, watch the video, but main thing is, but this is not enough because systemctl will have to do it day to day, enable, disable. Okay, so from here, what I did was systemctl show HTTPD. Okay, in my case, it was, if you look at it, it was 60 seconds and it was restart equal to no. Okay.
Okay.
So then I copied from ls user lib systemd to system user lib systemd to whatever is the file, that is httpd.service, and I just copied that to etc systemd system. Okay, and then I copied it there. Okay, I overwrited it. Okay, and then went to the file. Okay, and then I went to vi httpd.service, and here always remember these are all the properties of the service. Unit, we don't want it. If we don't provide any property here, I mean, these are definitely you'll have to provide. Exec start, how do I stop it? Okay, all right. But this is something that they have done it. But if we are enabling our custom service, exec start, exec stop, exec reload. Okay, whatever is there, we'll have to provide it. And here, if we do it, what we have here is system d dot unit. No. That is restart is simply equal to always. Restart is simply equal to always. All right. And restart is simply equal to always. And restart second equal to 60 seconds, because 1 minute is 60 seconds. One thing I failed to tell you guys is systemctl restart enable. If first I do the enable so that it will be permanently enabled. Okay, and I should also, it says that some file has changed. It should always does this thing. Then systemctl show httpd. Okay, if I look at it, restart user second is 1 minute and restart equal to always. So one of the properties that we want to change here, all that we need to do is, for example, guess main PID. any properties that we want to modify, we just have to take, I don't understand all of this one. So the UMask property, I know what UMask means. Okay. So let me try to see if I can change that. So we know UMask, right? Basically,
Yeah.
we just go here and then if we go to UMask equal to 0002, right? Then if we do systemctl restart httpd, okay, it says that daemon reload, it gives you a warning anyway if you don't do it. So daemon reload, whenever a property is changed, you just have to get into this one, restart httpd, and then systemctl show httpd. Okay. So now this is simply equal to restart U-second is simply equal to 1 minute, and notify access is simply equal to yes. Okay. Notify restart U-second equal to 1 minute, and UMask. Where is the UMask? So I didn't change the property right, maybe. Okay. But description, whatever you change, most of them will be not in the unit files, but it will be in that service stanza.
Okay.
Understand, right? Basically, okay. So vi httpd.service. This is umask. Okay. Basically, I think somehow it calls it as this one, and 0022. Let us see. Systemctl daemon reload. We should only touch the properties which we know. Otherwise, we'll say that, okay, we'll have to investigate or we'll have to get the direction from architect, assuming that he knows what he's doing. Okay, so basically show httpd pipe grep umask. I don't know why umask is not changing. Yeah, now it has changed to umask equal to 0022. Got it, right? Okay. So basic thing is any properties that we want to change, we will have to go into this one. And in that service stanza, we will do this one here. Okay. Next week, we will learn about SSH service. Okay. And
Okay.
we'll do this exercise using Ansible.
Okay.
Okay. See, all that you had to do was, let me show you quickly. This is very easy Ansible assignment. So let us do it quickly here. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. So I'll just launch a Red Hat, this one, machine. Okay. What did we do? We just installed HTTPD. We enabled the HTTPD service and we modified one file and we have to put it in the right place. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right. Anything else did we do? No. We didn't do anything else. So all that we have to do is do it with Ansible here. So next add storage 10 GB, add name. I'll just say basically system demo. Yeah. Okay. So basically we have a system demo here. So one thing is we need to be able to connect it using SSH, and we already know how to connect it using SSH because we just need to put that property file there. Okay. Let us create another host checking here. Okay. So here what we will do is we will just add this. This is SSH. This has nothing to do with the Ansible. But Ansible uses SSH configuration file to do its work. So we know this is the host name, and then we will put the host as simply equal to uh, basically what we need to do is let us call it as Apache host, right? All right. Now, all that we have to do is we can create inventory. Inventory అంటే ఏమేమి నీ మిషన్లు ఉన్నాయి, right? What are your machines? Okay. And this is just a label. All అంటే ఎందుకు అది చూస్తాం ఇప్పుడు. Okay. And file is there, right? So here all that we have to do is let us call it as Apache. This is the host inventory anamata. Okay. Apache host. So a quick test cheyali before we start Ansible. All that we have to check is SSH and then Apache host. Okay, looks like it is going. Okay, it is going, right? So that means Ansible kante. You don't need to install anything on the server. That is the main. That is why Ansible is a big hit. So now instead of coding that Ansible playbook manually, right? We just take the playbook.
Some plugins.
Okay, so this IntelliJ is a very good playbook. Visual Studio, it was very good, but those bastards somehow they screwed up the Ansible related plugin, and then they messed it up. Okay, so playbook ante whatever you are doing manually, playbook it's like a script. Okay,
Okay.
whatever you are doing manually, you are automating it. Okay, so here what we need here is basically uh, let us call it as Apache playbook, apache.yaml. Okay. Normally we know the command. So what I do is you can take one of this one, or you can take the YAML, and it requires what is called as which hosts you are targeting and what do you want to do there. Okay. So we can copy it. I mean, while learning, don't copy paste it. But because I already understand what is Ansible, I take this one here. And in the hosts, all that we need to do is inventory. అంటే ఏ hosts Apache inventory మొత్తం target చేసాము అనుకో. Okay. So all that we have to do is apache.yaml this thing. We have main.yaml, and then you just go to inventory, and then we copy the Apache here, and we get to the Apache here. Okay, all right, Venkat, you understand, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now vars అనేది shall we use the variables? No, don't use the variables. Tasks. Tasks are first we want to install Apache, install HTTPD. That's all we did, right? Okay. అంతే కదా.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Install
So,
it. Yeah.
tasks Apache dot this one, and all that we have to do was ఇప్పుడు వేరియబుల్స్ పెట్టొచ్చు, కానీ ఫస్ట్ మనం హార్డ్ కోడ్ చేసేస్తాము HTTPD
Okay.
స్టేట్ లిస్ట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఏం చేసాము, సర్వీస్ స్టేట్ ఎనేబుల్డ్ డిసేబుల్డ్ స్టార్టెడ్ ట్రూ.
Yeah.
ఆ సర్వీస్ లో we made one modification, right? We made one modification to that file. ఆ ఫైల్ ని either you can do a copy directly to the okay or బేసికలీ ఆ ఫైల్ ని డైరెక్ట్ అన్న కాపీ చేయొచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఫస్ట్ ఈ ప్లే బుక్ రన్ చేద్దాము, రన్ చేసి అక్కడ ఎట్లుందో ఆ సర్వర్ మీద అది కాపీ పేస్ట్ తెచ్చుకొని మనం మోడిఫికేషన్స్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, సర్వర్ మీద తెలియదు కదా మనకి ఏముంటుందో. ఓకే, సో ఆల్ దట్ వన్స్ యువర్ ప్లే ఇస్ రెడీ, Ansible playbook, okay, then you will have to do apache.iml. Ansible playbook. CD tasks. Okay, ఇది సేవ్ కరెక్ట్ గా కాలేదు. ఓకే, ls టాస్క్ లో సేవ్ చేసినట్టుంది. ఓకే, apache.yaml ఉంది కాబట్టి. ఓకే, cp tasks apache. Okay, so all that I have to do is Ansible playbook, okay, and then do apache.yaml. That's it. Okay. Install firewall daemon. Firewall okay, easy. That is simply this thing. So if server lo manam chesinde yum ద్వారా install అవుతుంది, but Ansible module is going to install. It is also called as yum. Usually they give the name of the command. Service అన్నప్పుడు సిస్టమ్ డీమన్ అని మనకు తెలుసు, కానీ సిస్టమ్ లేదు, సర్వీస్ మాడ్యూల్ అని ఉంది. కొంచెం గూగుల్ సెర్చ్ కొట్టగానే ఆ మాడ్యూల్ పేరు మనకు చెప్పిపోయింది, సర్వీస్ అనేసి. నేమ్ ఎనేబుల్డ్ స్టార్టెడ్.
ఓకే
ఓకే, there was fire defined D కాదు కదా, all HTTP Apache customize runtime wait start seconds, inkoti restart and restart properties. Okay, that is it. And then we will do Ansible playbook apache.yml. Okay, so that is there. Next time in the SSH Apache host అని ఇక్కడ ఉంది. Okay, now just let us check if it is done. Systemctl. Okay, systemctl status httpd చూడు ఆల్రెడీ రన్ అయింది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు మనము ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఉన్న ఫైల్ అక్కడ కాపీ చేసేసి యూజర్ లిబ్ రాదర్ దాన్ ఫ్రమ్ అ లోకల్ మిషన్ system, because on the cloud you are again on the Unix machine. That is what a DevOps engineer's job is. After user lib systemd system and systemd system ls user lib systemd system inkoti endadi peru http service. Okay, సో దీన్ని మనము సెట్ -ovi చేసేసి అండ్ దెన్ వీ విల్ బి ఏబుల్ టు గెట్ ద httpd.service కాబట్టి. ఓకే, యూజర్ విన్ httpd వాంట్ నెట్వర్క్ ఇది ఉంది కాబట్టి మనమే ఓకే, ఇది జస్ట్ కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేయడం బెటర్ వీడిది, ఇవన్నీ ఉంటే కూడా బెటర్. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ఫైన్. ఓకే, నార్మల్ గా అయితే జింజా2 టెంప్లెట్ లో రాయడం బెటర్, బట్ ఫర్ క్విక్ పర్పసెస్ వాట్ వి టెంప్లెట్ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఆ వేరియబుల్స్ ని వాడుకొని వీ కెన్ డూ ఇట్. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటి అంటే ఇఫ్ యూ ఎగ్జిట్ ఇట్, ఓకే, basically where are we here, right? VI, VI, Apache, uh, ఆ పేరేంది విఐ సర్వీస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ దాన్ని ఏం చేస్తాం మనము హెచ్టిటిపిడి డాట్ కాన్ఫిగ్ కదా విఐ హెచ్టిటిపి డాట్ కాన్ఫిగ్ అదే పేరు పెట్టడం ఏదైనా పేరు పెట్టవచ్చు కానీ లైక్ పెట్టడం నేమింగ్ కన్వెన్షన్ అదే సర్వీస్ ఫైల్ తోటి పెడితే బెటర్.
సిస్టమ్
హెచ్టిటిపిడి డాట్ సర్వీస్ అనేది ఫెయిల్ వాడి పెట్టాడు, మనం కూడా అదే పెడదాం. హెచ్టిటిపిడి డాట్ సర్వీస్. ఓకే, మనం ఏం చేసాము అంటే బేసికలీ వాట్ వి డిడ్ వాజ్ ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నా ఎలా ఉన్నా ఆల్ దట్ వి యాడెడ్ వాజ్ రీస్టార్ట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆల్వేస్. ఓకే, రీస్టార్ట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆల్వేస్ పెట్టాము. రీస్టార్ట్ సెకండ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 60 పెట్టాము. నెక్స్ట్ 60s అంటున్నాము. ఓకే, జస్ట్ ఫర్ టెలింగ్ వాట్ ద సెకండ్స్ ఆర్. రీస్టార్ట్ is equal to 60 seconds and umask equal to 0.002 అనేసి right? Yeah, so umask is equal to 002 అలా ప్రాపర్టీస్ అలాగే ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి we will also put the properties like that. Okay, umask equal to 0022. ఇంకేమని చేసామా? Yeah, after doing it we simply restarted the service. Okay, సో దీంట్లో మనం ఏం చేయాలి అంటే Ansible లో నాకు కూడా మాడ్యూల్ పేరు తెలియదు, సో we want to copy a file, right? We want to copy file. సో ఇట్లా వెళ్ళేసి Ansible కాపీ, లేకపోతే మాడ్యూల్ పేరు ఆల్రెడీ గుర్తుంది మనకి అంటే కాపీలో ఇక్కడికే వెళ్ళొచ్చు. So we can start the firewall daemon, start firewall Apache. Okay, labs apache.yaml ida undi, right? So install httpd, this one ఉన్నది task minus name colon restart install httpd start httpd service start httpd service అని ఇక్కడ పెట్టాము. దాని తర్వాత all that we have to do is copy the file, right? So the service file ఏదన్నా ఇది that doesn't matter actually, కానీ వేరే వాళ్ళు మన కోడ్ చూస్తే బెటర్ అనేసి.
ఓకే,
సో కాపీ అంటే దట్స్ ఇట్, మాడ్యూల్ కాపీ. ఇక్కడ ఇట్లా పెట్టగానే కంట్రోల్ స్పేస్ కొట్టగానే మనకు తెలిసిపోతుంది సోర్స్ వేర్ ద ఫైల్ షుడ్ బి కాపీడ్ టు. ఓకే, సో సోర్స్ అనేది మన కరెంట్ లో ఉంది కాబట్టి. ఓకే, so all that we have to do is copy here. Okay, next is
copy from to
easy. డెస్టినేషన్ అది ఎక్కడ నుంచి కాపీ, మన మిషన్ లో లోకల్లో ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి మనకు తెలిసిపోతుంది కదా, ఇట్స్ ఆల్సో సేమ్ దేర్. ఓకే, PWD. ఓకే, etc systemd system. etc systemd system దీంట్లో మనకి పడాలి ఫైల్ని. ఓకే, నార్మల్గా అయితే రీస్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, కానీ మన టాస్క్ ఎలా ఉంది అంటే కానీ ఇది ఆల్రెడీ అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి స్టార్టెడ్ రీస్టార్టెడ్ అని పెడదాం. రీస్టార్ట్ ఆటోమేటిక్గా రీస్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. నార్మల్గా ఏముంది అంటే నోటిఫై అనేది ఒకటి ఉంటుంది అనమాట. నోటిఫై అనేది బేసికలీ ఒక హ్యాండ్లర్ లాగా ఉంటుంది. బట్ ఫర్ నౌ లెట్ us జస్ట్ కీప్ ఇట్ సింపుల్ అండ్ గెట్ ఇట్ వర్కింగ్. జస్ట్ టు చెక్. ఇక్కడ రీస్టార్టెడ్ అంటే ఎవ్రీ టైమ్ ఈ ప్లే బుక్ రన్ అయినప్పుడు అలా రీస్టార్ట్ చేస్తుంది. కానీ మనకు అవసరం ఓన్లీ వెన్ ద ఈ ఫైల్ చేంజ్ అయినప్పుడే రీస్టార్ట్ కావాలంటే దెర్ ఈస్ వన్ వే, బట్ వీ విల్ డూ దట్ లేటర్. సో నౌ ఇఫ్ యూ రన్ దిస్ ప్లే బుక్ రైట్, ఇట్ విల్ డూ ఇట్. సో ఐడియా ఏంది అంటే ఎనీ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ మిషన్, రేపు ఒకసారి ప్లే బుక్ రెడీ అయిపోయాక ఒక కొత్త మిషన్ కావాలి అనుకో, ఈ ఇన్వెంటరీకి వెళ్ళి ఇంకో మిషన్ యాడ్ చేసేయచ్చు.
ఓకే,
అందుకే ఆటోమేషన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇది ఇట్లా ఒకటి బదులు 10 మిషన్లు అయిపోతాయి. ముందు ఈ 10 ఇలా లేకపోతే ఒక్కొక్కడు వెళ్ళి ఒక్కొక్క మిషన్ మీద కొట్టాల్సి వస్తుంది.
ఓకే,
సో SSH అపాచే హోస్ట్ పనిచేసిందా లేదా అని చూసుకోవడం అందుకే. Okay, and then all that we need to do is okay, so that is there. All right,
active
show toti cheste.
system CTL.
That is it. Okay, and then restart second change కాలేదు.
Change, yeah.
కాపీ కాలేదు అన్నట్టుంది ఫైల్ కి. ఓకే, ls etc system d సిస్టమ్ కనీసం ఫైల్ అన్న కాపీ అయింది. httpd ఉంది, ఫైల్ అయితే కాపీ అయింది కానీ ఎందుకు అది కాలేదు. రీస్టార్ట్ second you must connect
seconds.
Yeah, me see.
Restart. Sure.
But it is copied the file.
Not yet.
It's not working. అది మనం ఇన్వెస్టిగేట్ చేయాలి. ఈ క్లౌడ్ మిషన్ మీద ఎనేబుల్ చేయలేదా, లేకపోతే ఏం కావాలి? ఎనేబుల్డ్ అని పెట్టినాం కదా.
Yeah. Enable HTTPD. Remove. Restart.
ఆ క్లౌడ్ మిషన్ మీదనే we are doing whatever we are doing it in this machine.
Yeah. Now it's
ఇప్పుడు
back. Yeah.
ఎనేబుల్ చేస్తేనే స్టార్ట్ అయింది. రీస్టార్ట్ యూ సెకండ్ ఈక్వల్ టు మినిట్, రీస్టార్ట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆల్వేస్.
Okay.
సో కొంచెం ఆన్సబుల్ ప్లేబుక్ ని కొంచెం మాడిఫై చేసేది ఉంది బేసికలీ. ఎనేబుల్ రీస్టార్ట్ అనేది అర్థమైంది కదా.
Yeah.
ఓకే,
So whatever we did manually in the Linux environment, we can do using Ansible basically, right?
మనకి be able to take it from there. You understand, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so systemctl enable Linux environment, and then we should be able to restart the HTTPD service. So ఏంటి అంటే this is the Ansible. ఇప్పుడు ఏంది అంటే
Okay.
now everything is there, right? So we will start learning little bit of Ansible. Ansible పోవాలి అంటే మనకి ఎంత కావాలి, ఇండస్ట్రీకి సరిపోయే దానికంటే కొంచెం ఎక్కువ నేర్చుకుంటే చాలు. ఓకే, బట్ ఈ ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఈ చిన్న చిన్న టాస్క్స్ మనం ఇప్పుడు చెప్పేది చిన్న టాస్కే కదా చేసింది. ఓకే, పెద్ద ఇన్స్టలేషన్ కాదు కదా. వీఆర్ ఓన్లీ డూయింగ్ స్మాల్ టాస్క్స్ లైక్ చేంజింగ్ ద బూట్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఫైల్ ఉంది. విల్ స్టార్ట్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్ విత్ Ansible. This is a simple this one. We will learn some basic concepts and then we will do it. Anamata basics only we will do it. And that is enough for our activity. ఓకే, అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది అంటే మనకి క్లౌడ్ తోటి కొంచెం ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ కి అలవాటు అవుతుంది. వీఆర్ SSHing ఇన్ టు ద మిషన్ అట్లీస్ట్. ఆ క్లౌడ్ అంటే గ్రూప్ కొంచెం అర్థమైంది. మెయిన్ ఏంటంటే ఆ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ చూడగానే నాకు డబుల్ అయ్యేది ఫస్ట్.
No, yeah. Because
ఏంటి ఉంది భయం కదా, మన బ్రతుకు తెరువు కోసం ఇవి చేయాలా అంటే నాకు టెన్షన్, భయానికే నేను వచ్చేటోని ఫస్ట్. ఇన్స్టెన్సెస్ ఏంది ఆ SSH చేయడం ఏంది అసలు, లైక్ ఐ వాజ్ జస్ట్ లైక్ టోటలీ very scared of this entire thing. So next,
that's correct.
what we'll do the same task. ఇప్పుడు అయిపోయింది కదా, SSH గురించి కొంచెం చెప్పాలి. ఆల్రెడీ సిస్టమే కానీ కొన్ని 4 or 5 ప్రాపర్టీస్ అన్నమాట. అంటే ఆ SSH ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఎన్ని విధాలుగా దాన్ని కస్టమైజ్ చేయగలుగుతాము. ఓకే, అంటే పబ్లిక్ కీ ప్రైవేట్ కీ ఎక్కడ మనం ఆల్రెడీ ఒకటి చేసాం. వీ హావ్ ఆల్రెడీ సీన్ వన్ పబ్లిక్ అండ్ ప్రైవేట్ కీ, రైట్? బై సెండింగ్
Yeah.
one to one other. You understand, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we will have to get into this one, and then we will be able to finish it up. Okay. So instance shutdown actions manage instance state, and then that is simply equal to the terminate. Yeah. Anyway, so we will go for it, and then we will finish it. You got it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from next task, all the tasks, all the other assignments, we will start using Ansible to do it. అర్థమైంది కదా? Okay.
Okay.
The lab, ఎందుకంటే దే ఆర్ ఆల్ పాసిబుల్ టు డూ. ఒక ఎన్ఎంసిఎల్ఐ, ఒక ఫైర్ వాల్ ఇంకా నేర్పిలేదు. ఎన్ఎంసిఎల్ఐ ఇంకా ఫైర్ వాల్ తప్పించి all the labs from now on can be easily done in the cloud environment. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So ఇప్పుడు ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి? We will learn little bit about this one. SE Linux is there, security, basics of security. అండ్ ఆ సెక్యూరిటీని సరిగ్గా మనకు అర్థమయ్యి బేసిక్స్ అర్థం కాకపోతే ఏం ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తాయి వెన్ యూ ఇన్స్టాల్ అపాచే ఆర్ దిస్ వన్. దిస్ వీ విల్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేట్ ఇట్, అండ్ వీఆర్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ నౌ డన్, క్లోజ్ టు డన్ విత్ యూనిక్స్ అడ్మిన్. ఓకే. బట్ ఐ ఫీల్ దట్ యూనిక్స్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ మొత్తం అవసరం లేకున్నా లైనక్స్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ వీ నీడ్ టు నో లిటిల్ బిట్ అబౌట్, నాట్ లిటిల్ బిట్, ఆ సర్వీసెస్ ఏవైతే నేర్చుకున్నామో ఎస్ఎస్హెచ్, అపాచీ, ఎన్ఎఫ్ఎస్, సాంబా, ఈ 4 సర్వీసెస్ కి కొంచెం డెప్త్ కావాలి. అండ్ కొంచెం లైక్ నెట్వర్కింగ్ లో ఒక 2 టాపిక్స్ వదిలేసి వీ నీడ్ అదర్ టాపిక్స్ ఆల్సో. అప్పుడే మనకి కుబర్నెటిస్ లో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ వాడు కుబర్నెటిస్ అడ్మిన్ ఎగ్జామ్, అండ్ విల్ స్టార్ట్ రైటింగ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ అండ్ ఫినిష్ ఇట్ ఆఫ్. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఏంటి, Ansible, Unix admin, we should be able to write and pass the exam. Okay, that is our target in next 1 month max. Okay, hopefully Kubernetes also, we don't know, hopefully. Okay, Docker, or at least Docker, or Kubernetes koncham kastame gaani Docker at least we should be able to write and pass. Got it right, Venkat? Hello.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Arvind.
Try to, don't do it in the playbook, but try to do that whatever you have done in the Apache in the cloud machine.
Cloud. Okay.
Okay. So that we get used to everything. All right. Yeah.
Okay.